Hey guys, it's Natalie, otherwise known as the Northern Lass, and as you can tell by the title of today's video, it is something that I normally wouldn't do, but I was recently inspired by a video by Nikki Tutorials, and she basically got her Instagram followers to decide what kind of product she would use for her makeup video, so I decided to try out the same thing. So I got you guys to pick a specific theme that you would like me to do with today's makeup look, and what eyeshadow palette I should use, what eyeliner I should use, what lipstick I should use, etc. So I'm going to be reading out the results and then creating a look. So before we do anything, I'm just going to pin back my fringe because we don't want any products getting into there. So I'm just going to pin it up just using some bobby pins.
I'm also planning for this video just to do some talking whilst I'm doing this makeup look, just to keep it a little bit more interesting. So if you don't like talkies or anything like that, then just click off this video. Just to warn you guys in advance.
Okay, there we go. So I've pinned back my fringe. So now I'm just going to prime my skin using this primer from Avon. It's Mark. It's nothing special. It's just to prepare my face for the makeup.
So wait for it to come out. Okay. I'm a little bit worried about using too much. Looks a bit like pseudo-creme as well. Oh god, I don't think that's a bad thing. Don't think it is. I think it's just how the product is. But it looks a lot like pseudo-creme. You know when you're little and you like hurt yourself, your mum puts like pseudo-creme on you and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna rub it in.
And now I'm just going to start by putting foundation on my face. I'm going to be using the shade Natural Beige from Wonder 7 HD Foundation.
I actually do worry sometimes that I'm using too much, but I'm sure I'm not. Anyway, so before I actually filmed this video, I've heard that Boris Johnson got more votes than Jeremy Hunt. He got 92,000, I think, and Jeremy Hunt got like 47,000, something along those lines. So he's now going to be our Prime Minister. And I'm actually kind of glad about that, to be fair. I'm not a massive fan of the Conservatives. I'm not an extreme right-wing person, but I do support right-wing policies. And I think the Conservatives are more realistic than the Labour Party. And I do think Boris Johnson would do a much better job of the country than Jeremy Hunt. I think Boris Johnson was the best choice. So I'm probably going to get a bit of backlash now from you guys, but I really don't care. It's a free country, so I should say what I want and not be judged for it. So, just going to blend this out using a brush. I did used to blend my foundation using a beauty blender, but it took too much time. I find a brush a lot more easier to use. It's less time consuming. Also, if you guys are in year 11, how's your holidays going? Because I am super bored. I haven't really been out that much, and I have been trying to look for volunteering jobs and stuff, but no one's really got back in touch with me, so oof. And then when I do look for volunteering jobs, like a lot of them are like you have to be over 18 and I'm 16, so that's a bit awkward. Anyway, so if you guys have any tips on how to stop feeling bored, I would totally appreciate that.
Okay, so I've just finished doing my foundation. So now I'm going to be applying some Vaseline onto my lips. Just because my lips are a little bit dry today, so I'm just going to put some on before I get onto the lipstick later on. Okay, so that's that done. So now we're going to get on to using the products from the results. Okay, so firstly for the contour, 67 of you guys said that I should wear contour and only 8 of you guys said I shouldn't. So I'm going to be using this contour kit that I got from Primark, and it's quite funny because it is actually my first time that I've ever used contour. So this is going to be interesting. So I have now done my cheekbones, so now I'm just going to use the contour for my nose. Okay, that just dropped in the sink. Okay, so this isn't actually too bad. I thought it would go a little bit worse than this. But I think for my first attempt, I don't think it's too bad. I don't look like I've got mud on my face, so I think I'm blending it quite well. So now I'm going to use it on my forehead. Okay, so I've now done my contour. I don't think it's too bad for a first attempt, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. So now it's time for highlighting, and most of you guys voted for the cream highlights, which is from Sleek Makeup, and it is the set Precious Metals, which contains platinum, royal gold, renaissance gold, and antique bronze. I don't use these highlights too often because they're like creamy and I'm not very keen with the texture, but it was the average answer for you guys, so I'm going to use it just for you. So I'm just going to go for this silver colour, not sure if you guys can see, but this silver colour, which is in the shade of platinum. So I'm just going to be putting that onto my cheekbones. This has actually come out as a really nice colour. It's really shiny, I actually like it. I think you guys have actually changed my mind on these highlights. I think they are really nice. Despite the creamy texture, I think they are really nice highlighters. So I think I might use these more often actually. I'm going to put a little bit on the ends of my nose, top of my lips. You know what, I'll put a little bit on between my eyes, fine. Feeling extra today, just to make the eyes pop. Especially with the eyeshadow we're going to be using later. Okay, so that's that done. So I'm just going to quickly blend that out. So I'll show you guys the results, so. Ooh. So I'll let you guys choose what lipstick I should use, and you guys actually voted for the Technic lipstick, which actually quite surprised me because I wasn't expecting you guys to vote for that one. But this is in the shade of Rouge à Lèvres or something, it's something like that. So I'm just going to be applying them onto the lips and then I will announce the theme that you guys wanted me to do. Ooh, it's actually more like a pink than a red, but it's really nice and it's actually really shiny. I don't know if that's because I've added a bit of Vaseline before I used the lipstick, but it's really shiny and I actually love this colour. I think I'm going to use this a bit more often. And to create today's festival look, I am going to be using the Morphe 35B palette, which you guys voted for, so I'm going to be using that today. So now on to our themes. So I asked you guys what theme I should do with today's makeup look, and you guys wanted me to do a festival-like look, so I'm going to try my best. And to create today's festival look, I am going to be using the Morphe 35B palette, which you guys voted for, so I'm going to be using that today. Now I do have a problem when it comes to doing eyeshadow. I need to be doing my eyeshadow at quite a close distance. So unlike my foundations or my lipsticks, I have to be right up close to a mirror to do it because I actually have a lazy eye. So it's a little bit difficult to get them details correct. So I'm going to be doing my eyeshadow in front of the mirror. Okay, so for my eyeshadow look, I'm thinking about doing a ringed eyeshadow. So I'm just going to be taking some sellotape and cutting it off. So, you don't need a lot, by the way. There we go. So I'm just going to be putting that on the corner of my eyelid. So I'll show you guys. Hang on. Like this. So what I like to do is I like to do one eye at a time. It just makes it a little bit easier for me so I can compare this eye with the other eye because this eye is actually my lazy eye, so it makes things a little bit harder. So for my transition shade, I'm going to be using this very light pink to put on my eyelid and crease. So now that I have finished with my transition stage, I'm now going to use this coral-like colour, salmon colour. I'm not sure how to describe it. But I'm just going to build up the colour of pink just by gradually increasing the darkness of the colours. Okay, so I've now finished using this coral shade. So now I'm finally going to transition to this hot pink colour. And then I'm going to finish the look off with some silver eyeliner, which you guys voted for. Okay guys, so the look is complete. So I am aware that my eyeshadow isn't exactly the best, and I've only really started doing eyeshadow since about March, so I still need a little bit of time to work on blending and things like that. But as you can tell, I put a little bit of glitter on my eye, and I use this pink shade which I got from Skinny Dip. It comes in a set of 4. So we have the silver shade Disco, and then we have the bluey purple shade Mesmerized, and then we have the gold shade. I don't know what the pink shade is called, but it doesn't matter. So I got it from Skinny Dip. I will put the link in the description for all the products that I've used in today's video if you guys are interested in buying them. And I actually really like how this turned out. So if you guys enjoyed this video, then please give the video a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content.